The discourse community I am representing is the spoken word community. This is a community comprised of different genres within spoken word. There is poetry, rap, hip hop, storytelling, theater, jazz, rock, blues, and folk music, enveloped using rhyme, repetitions, and wordplay. Spoken word often refers to issues involving social justice, politics, race, and community. The main issue that plagues this discourse community is the misrepresentation of spoken words, also known as biting. Biting is the blatant misrepresentation of reciting someone else's written or verbal content and trying to pass it off as their own. Many pioneers of the hip hop genre of spoken word have outwardly voiced displeasure with this cowardly practice of biting. As explained in an interview, Grandmaster Caz, one of the founding pioneers of the group, the Cold Crush Brothers, explains exactly how the act of biting turned around and bit him hard as we listen to an interview with Grandmaster Caz on YouTube on December 2nd, 2020, with Lifestyle Series. Now, I want to turn to an interview involving myself and Adrian Harris, a founding pioneer also of the Cold Crush Brothers, whom I personally interviewed on March 26 in Massachusetts. He explains the displeasure displayed by many of the participants of this community. So I posed the question as to his personal feelings of when he first heard the song Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang. And his direct response was he hated it. He hated it. It was a direct takeoff from another founding pioneer who entrusted his vocal content with one of the members of the Sugar Hill Gang named Big Hank. Hank used this content for word for word, with no remorse, and was without sympathy for his actions. Another question that I asked Mr. Harris was, do you think that the lack of knowledge involved in this situation could have been a contributing factor to one person gaining fame and notoriety, and the other left with a bad taste in his mouth? And to this, Mr. Harris replied, 40 years ago, we didn't know where this was going to head. We was just happy to be out performing. So yes, the lack of knowledge was definitely an injustice. Now, this conversation, this interview, this guided my presentation in a direction where firsthand information by those who were there, those who were affected, and those who could tell the truth as only it could have been told, have reinforced the findings of the misrepresentation of spoken word. Now, before I ask questions, tell me your opinion. Do you think that this was a misrepresentation? Or do you think a blatant act of disrespect was committed? Now let's listen. Let's listen to the actual rhyme, and then we're going to listen to the rebuttal. This is what the Sugar Hill Gang misrepresented. And now we're going to listen to the rebuttal from the original person that had wrote those same rhymes for the Sugar Hill Gang. Oh, fuck.